Hey boys and girls, Miss Griggs here, and we are going to be working once again in your turn practice book. You're going to open up your book and turn it to 58, please. 5-8 in the black circle. Remember, you are not going to be tearing it out. You're going to be leaving it in there, okay? I have a copy made so that it's easier and I can preserve my book, okay? All right, at the very top of the page, first thing we always do is we write our name. Now, you're going to do it in pencil. I know you know that. I'm going to be using crayon, and I'm going to be holding it correctly, just like you should be holding your pencil correctly and your crayons when you use them. But I'm going to use the black crayon so that you can see my writing much better because it doesn't show up very well with the pencil. So I'm going to look up here where it says name, and I have that nice line, and I'm going to write my name. I'm going to write my first name because I want to remind you that in order to write your name properly, you need to be making a capital letter only as the first letter in your name and then lowercase letters for the rest of them. That is the proper way to write your name. And when we test you and when we assess you on how you write your name, that's how we need to see it so that you get credit, okay? Everybody has a capital at the beginning of their name because you are important. You are an important person. And so important things get a capital letter. All right, so we are reviewing the letter P that we talked about last week. We are going to do some practice writing with it because in our homework we always do review. So we are going to trace that letter P and you're going to do the best that you can, all right? So it shows you here how to do it. It has the number 1 and it has that arrow going straight down from top to bottom, and then it says go back up to the top, and number 2 is to go around in a circle from the top to the middle, kind of make him a belly or a tummy, I like to say. All right, so I'm going to try to hold my hand so that you can see it. So I'm going to go from top to bottom as I trace over it, back up to the top, curve that tummy around from the top to the middle. All right, I'm going to move over here. I'm going to trace it just like I did the last one. I'm going to start at the top, go from top to bottom. I'm going to stop. I don't want to go underneath. That's not how I make it. I have to stay within the lines. I'm going to go back up to the top and do from the top to the middle. Okay, same thing over here. Top to bottom, pick it back up, put it on the dot at the top, go from the top to the middle. Now it's time for us to make it by ourselves, but I'm not going to freak out. I'm going to do the best I can. They've left us a nice dot right there. So I'm going to go from top to bottom, stop when I get to the bottom line there, and I'm going to go back up to the top and make his tummy rounded right from the top to the middle. All right, they give us another chance to trace in case we forget there. Give us another chance to get going again. All right, we have to do 3 by ourselves. I know we can do it. We're going to go from the top to the bottom, lift it back up, top, curve it around to the middle, top to the bottom, go back up to the top, curve it around. All right, top to the bottom, back up to the top, curve it around to that middle. I want you to try your hardest to stay in the lines. Do not go out the top, do not go out the bottom. Okay, the curve should only go right to the middle. It's not going to go under or, become very big and sloppy. Okay, I try to make it as nice and straight as I can, and I use the dots that they gave me because you see how it makes a nice space in between, and that's what we want. We don't want everything all jammed together. All right, now it's time to do those lowercase p's. Now lowercase p looks just about the same, but instead of going to the top, it starts at the middle, his tummy goes to the bottom, but his tail here, his stick, goes underneath. We call that a scooper. He scoops underneath the line. All right, and if you notice, this one had 2 steps. 1 step, 2 steps. This one just has one continuous motion. We're not going to pick our pencil up at all, and I'll show you. I'm going to go from, let me get my hand, move this up a little bit, get my hand a little different here. All right, we're going to go from the middle, down underneath. Actually, I'm sorry I did that. I didn't mean to pick it up. Let me try it again. Okay, I'm going to go from the middle down underneath. I'm going to go right back up that stick and curve around so that the tummy touches the middle and the bottom. Okay, same thing. All right, I'm going to start at the middle. I'm going to go down, back up that tail, and curve around. Okay, making sure I'm touching the middle and the bottom. Okay, I'm going to start at the middle where it has that dot for me. I'm going to take the tail down, back up the tail straight and around. Ooh, last one I get to do by myself. Okay, just do your best. Start at the middle, take his tail down underneath a ways, go straight back up that tail and curve curve it around so that it touches the middle and the bottom. Okay, same thing on the bottom. I'm going to trace this one again so I get good practice, and then I'm going to get started. I'm going to go on the line that they've given me, the dot that they've given me. I'm going to start here at the middle, go down a ways, right back up that tail, and give him a tummy from the middle to the bottom. Okay, next, on to the next dot here. Start here, straight down, right back up that tail, and curve it from the middle to the bottom. Okay, last one, same thing. Start here on the dot, down a ways, sorry about that, right back up the tail, and there we go. All right, so capital touches the top and the bottom. Lowercase touches the middle, but scoops underneath. Okay, his tummy touches the middle and the bottom, but his stick here, his tail, goes a little bit underneath. He scoops underneath the line. That's why we call him a scooper. All right, try your very best. I know you will, and I can't wait to see them.